I promise you, Navier, you are not reading too much into anything. You're actually spot on. You just don't know it yet. Also, and out, big yikes. Oh god, I found this so funny because absolutely. I couldn't phrase it any better myself, honestly, truly. And lastly, this, because just the biggest yikes of the chapter, just, oh my god. Imagine the first thing he thinks when he comes into the room and sees Rashta's belly is, it would have been better if the Empress had become pregnant. And also, why is she so big already? Alright, I have so many thoughts. I might have to make 2 TikToks. First thought, sir, if you were concerned about this, why did you do it? Why did you do it if you were concerned? She has nothing while you have everything. She has you. What? Like she had to tell you this? She had to tell you this. I'd rather you just say that you are jealous. Okay, so you're admitting that the only reason why you're dating Rashta is to make Navier jealous. You're attracted to Rashta because she's a dunce. Okay, because she's naive and doesn't understand stuff and is willing to kiss your ass, and Navier is not willing to do that. You just wanted a lapdog that was willing to kiss your ass, and Navier ain't doing that. So you want her to get jealous and display some, like, did they not grow up together? I'm confused how he knows this little about her after spending his entire life with her. I'm very confused. Because you don't love me. You disrespect her in literally almost every way that you can, both in public and privately. Obviously she doesn't. And this is the last scene that I'm going to talk about, even though I would love to talk about this whole chapter and screenshot all of it. It sounds like the Empress puts her work before your majesty. Duh, that's her job. Like, people pay her tax dollars to do this. Like, this scene happened after he was trying to get Navier to go on a trip with him, and she was just like, somebody gotta stay back and do their job. This empire gotta keep running somehow. And he goes to Rashta to get his ego stroked, because what else is she there for? And she's just like, but to me, you always come first. Yes, ma'am, you are unemployed. You ran away from the job that you actually had. Somebody has to run the empire. And since he always up and around inside of you, Navier gotta do both their jobs. Remarried Empress time. Can we take a moment to just appreciate this adorable psychopath? Just look at him. He's so cute. Psychotic, but cute. He found out the Viscount was sending men after him. He like, bet, I know exactly where you are. Look at that. Look at that. By the way, he cut off his ear. So, there's that. My man said, listen, sir, you might have a lot of patience, but guess what? I don't. Alright? I don't. You better tell me them secrets, sir. I'm dead if he mass publishes this bill of sale. I don't think he's gonna actually do it, because I think that this guy right here that's listening in is Sovishu's guy, and he's gonna tell Sovishu about the bill of sale and the baby, and Sovishu is gonna do some major damage control. But I might be wrong. I think I'm right. Like the time has come. It looks like he's deciding to finally divorce her. But like, can we talk about how stupid his plan is though? Like, in short, his plan is to basically divorce Navier, marry Rashta for like a year, and then after the year, the child would be legitimate, and then like divorce Rashta afterwards, leaving her with like some noble family or something, and remarry Navier, because he thinks that Navier is not going to remarry anybody else, and that the public will try to reinstate Navier after they see that Rashta is doing a terrible job at Empress. And I'm just like, sir, like, why would you even want to embarrass the mother of your child like that in the first place? And why would you want to embarrass the woman that you've been married to for a while, you've known your entire life? Like, that don't make any sense. They go on to talking about what he's going to do with Kozer. And he's just like, oh, well, he starts with this dumb shit about how punishing Rashta would be like punishing his child. And I'm like, No, it's not. Like, you're just being stupid. But then what did he say that made any sense in this entire conversation? Like, his butler or like information getter or whatever the hell he was making more sense than Savishu, who's supposed to be the emperor and running this country. So yeah, he continues with this foolishness, this stupid ass plan that I don't agree with anyways, but like, can we just draw a correlation with another webtoon that we're all reading, where this man thinks that the lady's gonna wait for him while he marries somebody else? And I'm just like, you don't know these people, clearly. Both of you don't know these people. Here we are talking about the Remarried Empress again, because we're so close, guys. We are so close. Let's start with, who is he putting his hands on? Sir, do not touch her. Secondly, can we just admire how beautiful she is? Like, look at this art, okay? Look at her hair, eyes, earrings, giving you everything. Here's when we see this girl who, oh my gosh, I don't even, because like, her personality changed from when she was plotting to when he came in. Oh my gosh, the girl is psychotic. But look at her reaction. And finally, I bet you that she heard the conversation when he said, I'm gonna divorce her. Bet. Yo, I done told y'all that she heard what he said about the divorce. She heard him talking to Rashta. She came in at the best time. So she ran out, had like she decided not to have a breakdown, just had like a mini little breakdown, didn't shed a tear or anything, and decided, yo, I'm going on a trip. And who does she see on the trip? None other than, look at that, Bird Bay is back. Oh my gosh, this is, So I haven't read the novel, but what I think is gonna happen is that she's gonna do the whole engagement with Henry, and like, she already knows that she has feelings for him or whatever, and since she already knows Sovishu is going to try to divorce her, she's gonna wait until he does it, and then surprise him with the fact that, all right, cool, yeah, sure, my only thing, and then we're going to go back to the scene in chapter 1 where she, bam, it is engaged. Coming, y'all. It is coming. Y'all, how many times is he gonna tell her before she says yes? Oh my god. I mean, girl, what are you waiting for? What is he gonna do? Treat you better than your bum-ass husband? That's what he's gonna do? Y'all. Oof. Yes. The satisfaction that I got from this chapter can only be beaten by the satisfaction I'm gonna get watching Sovishu burn after he takes Rashta as his empress and all of the other stuff occurs. I've been trying to dodge the spoilers, but y'all really be spoiling shit in these comments. Like, it's okay though, but like, continue conversations amongst yourself. But I mean, I'm still gonna be popping off in these TikToks. Look at how happy he is that she agreed to be his queen, and she's just like, oh, you'd make me the happiest man in the world. And he's just like, well, I mean, I'll do my best to make you the happiest girl in the world too. See this is what you deserve, queen. This is what you deserve. Also, can we just look at the imagery? Can we just appreciate the imagery here? Look at this. Amazing, beautiful. And look at her already making diplomatic dealings, and she not even the queen of the empire yet. Like, does she ever stop working? I'm gonna use this as a backdrop because it would be too many screenshots for me to take to talk about what I have to talk about next. But can we just look at like the end of the chapter where you can see where Sovishu is actually like destroying her self-esteem? It's really, really bad. Even Henry saw it. He was just like, it doesn't seem like she doesn't think that she deserves happiness in either situation, and it's just let's sad. Just get into it because it's already gonna be 2 parts, so let's just start. He was waiting for her to leave so that he can banish her brother, and you mean to tell me that he still expects her to have feelings for him? This was hilarious. Do not mind my microwave in the back. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh, she's just like, oof, you need to go take etiquette classes with Rashta because clearly you do not know how to talk to people at a dinner table, sir. Him burning the letters in front of her was his way of doing a power move, but it was like really stupid. Like, it was really dumb of him to do. Because he thinks he's really vindictive. But, like, if you were truly vindictive, you would have kept those letters as evidence. But you're an idiot. You just burned them in front of her to hurt her. I mean, yeah, it hurt her in the short run, but not the long run. Let's continue with this dumbass. If you were really a considerate person, you'd have told me the truth privately. You would have done the same thing. You would have flipped out anyways. You could have taken Rashta to the side. Rashta would not have listened to her, even if she took her to the side to save her embarrassment. She'd just flip it anyways to make Navier look like the bad person. Also, yes, queen, for this one. You're my husband, but you ain't my lover, sir. He burned them because he's an idiot that clearly doesn't know that you keep record of everything for people who you are trying to do something against. But then again, it works out better for you, queen. Let's go back to this one, because he's telling Navier that she's not a considerate person. But is your baby mama not chilling in the West Wing? Like, is your side chick not pregnant? Have you not been disrespecting her for this hoe? Okay. I only have one thing to say about this episode of The Remarried Empress. Do you see those feathers beside the cooked bird that Sovishu sent to Navier? Do you see that they're blue? Do you remember the scene where McKenna was flying to deliver the letter to Navier? What kind of sick, disgusting person do you have to be to not only order for the shoot down of all of the birds around the castle, but to go right ahead and cook the bird and send it to her to eat? Like, how do you expect her to want to marry you again after this? Like, how is torturing her a part of your plan? I'm so upset right now. You don't even understand. Did anybody else enjoy not seeing her in the past few chapters? Because I did. You nosy bitch. You could have just saved the bird without reading the letter. Like, ain't nobody sending nothing to you. Mind your business. Is she all right? You sent her a cooked dead messenger bird to traumatize her, and you're asking if she's okay? Like, what? Why was he expecting a reaction that was not this? I didn't think you'd be that shocked. What the fuck did you expect was gonna happen? That she'd just laugh it off like it was a joke? You didn't, like, put a whoopee cushion in the coronation room, sir. You sent her a dead messenger bird that she was attached to. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, why is he acting like he's the one that's suffering? The man is a psychopath. Welcome back, everyone. If you look here, you will see a dumb bitch jumping to conclusions. And if you look here, you will see a beautiful blue bird. But not just any blue bird. It is a blue bird gifted by an equally dumb bitch to gloss over all of the trauma that they have induced with their actions, their selfish, narcissistic actions that they think that they can just throw gifts at people to make them forget, like they did not traumatize them. Beautiful bird though. Lovely cage. I already know that there's nothing good that can happen from this lady taking the bird. And look at that. Nothing good happened. Nobody's forcing you to act any sort of way. You're just a psychopath. Like, what is wrong with you? I've said this time and time again. If the roles were reversed and she was the one that was fucking your husband, obviously you would feel the same way. Especially with the shit that you always pull. Like, if she did half of the stuff that you did to her, you would hate her. Stuff like this, abusing an animal, and then going to him and being like, oh my God, like, look at what she did to the bird. I can't just let it go. Its life is too precious. Was it precious when you was plucking the feathers off of the bird? Like, what? obviously the bird is not going to want to stay with you. The bird has the same feelings as Navier and everybody else reading this webtoon. We don't like you. Okay, let's start with this. So we have Savishu's couple who he paid off to be Ravioli's parents. And don't we love to see Navier piecing everything together on her own with no help? Don't we just love to see it? This, ironic as hell. Hilarious and ironic as hell because, And then we have this, the second couple who Duke Airg paid off to be Ratatouille's parents. He probably should have consulted him, but I mean, Navier laughing was me because this is hilarious. And then as the childish individual that he is, he's going to lock all of these people up, including the people that he paid to do this. And then we have Rigor Mortis sitting here like, oh my god, this is so adorable. Yeah, real adorable. 4 people are going to jail because of you. Like, ugh. Not girl, that's not how that works. If you've ever wanted to see a delusional person in, like, real time, here it is. Here it is. The Delusions. I'm glad we're getting some self-awareness. I'm glad you realize that you look like an idiot. But are you gonna stop being an idiot is the question. And I don't think you will. I don't think you will. Also, he filing for divorce. He's filing for divorce. And look what he writes in the letter. So you think you're gonna lie about her brother doing stuff that he didn't do just to enhance his banishment and then think she's gonna get back with you? Like, we're still doing the stupidity like we didn't just acknowledge that we were dumb in the beginning of the chapter? What? And to end it off, Ho's mad. So you mean to tell me that people are actually believing this? I'm so confused. Like, if I were meeting my long-lost parents, I would not do it in front of a bunch of reporters and other strangers. I would want it to be like an intimate moment. What? On to lighter matters. Look at that. The in-laws finally meet. He's just so adorable. This is hilarious. Like, for the whole rest of this chapter, Henry is just basically simping over Navier. And Kosera has no idea how to react, which 1 is cute, but 2 makes me realize that clearly Savishu was not acting this way towards Navier because Kosera looks like he has no idea how to respond to this. He would have known if Savishu was actually like, oh my god, Navier, babe, all of that. No, he don't know what to do, but it's cute. So we have Henry making Kosera uncomfortable, thinking that Navier is into kinks. Henry busting the news that the divorce is coming. Kosera already plotting his revenge against Savishu, you could tell from his eyes. Kosera also having as much common sense as Navier and just piecing everything together like the G he is. And last but not least, I don't know if you guys remember in one of my previous TikToks, I was saying that Kosera is clearly uncomfortable because he's never seen Savishu behave like this. And it's right here. The proof is right here. You are uncomfortable because you've never seen your own brother-in-law behave like this because he does not respect or love your sister. Henry obviously does, and it shows outwardly towards her and her family members, i.e. you, and it makes you uncomfortable because her actual husband has done nothing of the sort for you, which should make you disgusted and uncomfortable.